We Indians are no stranger to racism and bigotry when we travel abroad. There's a whole community of jealous bigots, unhappy about India's new place in the world. But racism, my friends, is still always jarring, isn't it? Well, the latest bigot on the block, I want to introduce you to him. He's no small fry. U.S Congressman Gill, the youngest Republican in the House of Representatives, no less, is in a viral spotlight for a shocking racist attack on Meera Nair's son and New York mayoral frontrunner Zohran Mamdani for a video in which the latter, as you can see, is eating with his hands as we Indians do. Now, Mamdani may be a performer, has his own hypocrisies and dishonesties and hatreds, which I've called out on this show, as you've seen, but the shocking racism of Congressman Gill, calling Mamdani uncivilized and ordering him to return to the third world, take a look at what he said, I'm not even making it up, has made even your bread and butter MAGA racist probably blush a little. But here's the real comedy. This hateful coward congressman, pretending to defend Western hygiene, lives in a culture where the gold standard of post-defecation cleanliness is toilet paper. That's right. The man who finds eating with clean, washed hands uncivilized belongs to a country where wiping your backside with brittle tissue and calling it a day is considered peak sanitation. I did not want to go there, but that's what racism does to me. So let me get this straight. A hand that is washed before and after eating rice is barbaric and uncivilized, but smearing and smudging with toilet paper and strutting out like you've had a spiritual cleansing, that's Western custom. And I'm not even talking about Western customs in general. I'm only talking about this US congressman. That's the pinnacle of evolution. Why am I so offended by a random MAGA racist? Maybe because Representative Congressman Gill's tweet isn't about cutlery, isn't about spoons and forks. It's about his need to mask bigotry in the language of civilization, the white man's burden, in his understandable need to attack Zohran Mamdani. Of course, they've got political differences, but this congressman has betrayed his laughable, two-dimensional understanding of food, culture, history, and hygiene. His own wife is of Indian origin. There are pictures of his own in-laws eating with their hands. But why would that matter to a petty racist, enabled enough in a new America to peddle his personal insecurities? This isn't a fork versus fingers debate. It's a fragile little tantrum from a petty little man whose worldview is so small. Well, I'm not completing that sentence. You want to talk about the third world, Congressman? Look no further than your own bathroom habits. And maybe next time you lecture the world about customs, wash your hands first, assuming you ever do.